Hi friends, I'm going to try and make a video here. I have this really set up really oddly weird for me to do. And yeah, so I kind of have a tripod hanging over my chair couch thingy beside my bed. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, I wanted to do just a little sketch, and I tried to do it the first time, but it was just too out of range, and you guys, I was covering it up way too much with my hand. So I tried to reset up. It's not going to be perfect lighting, of course, but it will be, it is what it is. So I'm just going to do kind of a sketch. I had to erase it because I was like not happy with the outcome of how much I was covering up the face. So I'm kind of doing maybe a little bit more of a pointy face today. I'm going to have like the eyes kind of separated like this. Kind of almost have like the third eye thing. I'm going to have my, where I want. So here's my eyes, here's my nose, mouth, kind of thing. So that's how you kind of, if you to get used to it, kind of want to guide around that. Do some kind of nose. I'm going to do a little bit of a side nose here. And figure that out how I want that to look. So I'm just using a B6 pencil that I have on hand here, and kind of get my mouth. I'm gonna probably have it like I've been liking really big lips lately. I'm gonna do that. And then I can kind of come around and start erasing some things that I'm just using for guidelines. So I'm not pushing too hard, a little harder than I probably would normally push right now because you guys to see it. I also have a bit of a darker pencil, so which is helpful for you guys, I guess, to see it. And that's about it. That's about the shape of this. I'm going to change my brow to be a little bit more different here. I have a little bit of a white spot on the nose, so I'm going to kind of remember to leave that a little bit. So now I'm going to draw my eyes, just like that. This is kind of cartoony. It's not even looking like the eyes are the same size because I'm leaning back so far. I'm going to come up. Get stuck with it. Okay, sorry about that. Phone rang. Thought it was my husband. Nope, it's Kellis trying to get us a switch. Well, I'm like, nope, thank you. Anyway, so that's about the basics of that. Not very great distinguishing markings yet here. I'm going to probably bring her chin in a little bit lower. I made it pretty pointy. There we go. And I'm going to make her hair come in down like this somehow. So we'll just worry about that after, I suppose. And that's about that. We're going to have a little bit lighter area. I'm not sure if I'm going to color out cheeks. I really love my cheeks, so that's that. So she's just going to be some kind of neckline here. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest. That's just, I'm just kind of want to share the sketch face part here. Also, I'm going to come with the eyes, the black center. And they're not quite, I could fix them up a little bit more later. They're not quite the same size. It gives you an idea. And that's what that. I'll make this eyebrow come a little bit in more. There we go. So now I'm just going to start lightly coloring it. And then we'll see from there where we're going to go. So I'm going to go in with a yellow. Just considering I don't have I just got my pencil crayons with me. So I'm just going to do yellow. And I'm hand posting the colors because I'm not under a lamp or anything the right way. So I definitely want to have the yellow over here more. Sometimes I'll come in with my lightest color. Sometimes I'll just go in with something a little darker first. No, this time I just decided to grab my yellow, go in a little bit here. And I'm going to grab my pink. You guys can barely see that. Is this pink? Nope. Can't see it myself. That was a red. That was a red. I'm going to go more on the outside. And I don't know if I have a skin tone here, but particularly light. But I've always kind of liked mixing up my colors, my pencil colors. Just going to go in on my edges more or less. And just kind of do a darker tone with that just because I can. Get my orange too. I like orange in my faces. Orange. This one's a light orange. Still not sure on those yet, so right now I'm just going to leave them kind of highlighted. My cheeks. So got some skin tone happening there. And I just like to play with different colors with my pencils. It's kind of nice. A little slower than painting and a different feel. Once in a while I just want to play with it with my pencil crayon. I do have kind of just a yellow. I'm going to go with that. Still not sure about the cheeks yet. I'm going to give some nice red lips. And we add some orange to them. I might want to find my black. I'll probably end up adding some Posca pen to this as well. gonna do some green eyes. It's a pretty dark green. And I like to highlight with this Posca pens at the end with the eye shine and stuff like that. And maybe we'll work on her hair a bit more. So I'm just going to make it kind of plain here, nothing too fancy. There we go. I'm going to actually add a little bit of rosy on the cheeks now, because I decided finally. So you can kind of just go with whatever you really want. I'm going to find some violet here. I'm going to go in and shade up around her face with some violet. Her eyes a bit. This one's a light violet, so it's not too dark. So I'm just going to try and make some shading. Use a little bit of brown too and that kind of thing. I like to go with some funky colors when I do these different color faces. And that's about that. I'm going to go in with the brown a bit. So what's this here? This is Carmen. Adds a little bit more dimension to it. I like to put lots of color into when I'm sketching with pencils. So I know you guys I'm going to probably have to really up the sound on this because it seems like every time I do one where the camera's not above me, you guys cannot hear me too well. And yeah, the camera's in that kind of an odd position, so let's see how that works. But I think I might have to play around with the sound with this one. This is a nice little pencil job. Nice little pencil job, and then that's about it. Now we can just kind of play with it, with keeping it in our journal or doing whatever. So now I'm just going to kind of go in with the nose a bit here, the brow, the eye, this is where I kind of go in and fix anything I want. A little bit, it helps to be able to like play with the shapes a bit better. But it's not a big deal, it's just like having fun with it, so it's really not a big deal. Just kind of getting used to doing it, playing with them, and then eventually just being able to work a face pretty quick when you want to throw one on paper. Then you'll be able to something out for your projects. Then I like to also do the hair kind of in the black Posca pen. As well, make it nice. So that's about it, guys. That's our girl. So I'm just gonna add a little more green. Sometimes it'll go in with a lighter green too, so then I can kind of just do a pop of light green in like spots that maybe I kind of decide to make it bigger, have a little bit of different color. Then I'm going to go in with my white Posca pen and add some scribbling on here. You can do like exact dots or whatever. I'm just kind of doing some scribbling on here today. I go over some of it with my fingers, so then it's not so. There we go. I think it's pretty quick. Little sketch. I can do her hair. I'm gonna do her hair like in violet, so, and you can darken it up behind her where the shading would be, like in a brown or even using a black. You could do a couple different colors. You know, different. Do a dark blue in there, purple, like really dark violet. Do a few pinks and purples and that kind of thing too. I think that she's pretty close to done here. I hope you guys like this little sketch. It's just like a kind of a quick sketch with coloring. And I hope you guys are practicing still. I used to do these a little bit more often, but sometimes you get kind of, you want to do something else. I hope you guys are still practicing some of these if you guys are interested in doing faces, because it just takes a little practice to get them way better. So when I started off, they were hideous. So don't feel bad if they're not quite what you think they are, and you're always your worst critic too, right? So you're always thinking that it's worse than what it probably is, because that's the way we are. So I'm just going to go in with the darker brown in some spots, create a different low light kind of thing. And you can go over with the Posca pen, do some streaks of white kind of thing too. Do some highlights. And then I'm going to go back here to get the little darker color. The shading from underneath. And the nice thing is, the brown you can go right onto her cheek too if you're going lightly. Pull in a little bit more. It's all up to you what you want for shading. Now I don't have any eyelashes or anything on here. I just have basic face, guys. So you can kind of just play with what you want. can have eyelashes and all that stuff too. I'm just doing a basic plain, pretty plain face here. And see how I'm all of a sudden going on more and more and more. You can just keep playing with it. So you're happy. And there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I think I'm going to stop the video right here. But there's a nice face, whimsical kind of face. And just what we did to begin with. We had the eyes, you know, had a kind of a third eye in here. A nose coming down into that. Erased it all and then just did the line through here for where the eyes go, the nose and the mouth, and you kind of just guessed it. Give little circles here to get nice big rounded lips, little circles. Kind of keep in mind you have a circle in your nose where your highlight is. Just kind of like that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little sketch. Don't forget to quack like a duck. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Bye.